Look at that. Look at that.
Looks good on you.
Look at that. Workburg Central is in the building. Hey, guys, welcome back to another wonderful edition of Exigent Sports. This is episode 24. 24 weeks of this. It's been going, and it's been great, and it's been star-studded. And look, we got some extra props today. How about that? Workburg, Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I thought I'd bring a gift. That's usually how things work, right? You get invited, you bring a gift to somebody's house.
I tell you what, I've invited a lot of people.
Yeah.
This is the first gift I've got brought to my house.
You're inviting the wrong people.
Guys, you heard that. Coach Kyle Ryan's right here with me. Guys, we have a star-studded show ready for you. We have the Stu crew in the building. We have Brad Redmond, one of my favorite football players of all time from Oak Ridge High School. And we have the Workburg South girls in the building, and it's on fire, guys. It's hot. I'm excited about the opportunity. And Coach.
Yeah.
You was digging this year, man.
The girls were.
Yeah.
It wasn't me for sure.
Well, they say it's top down.
Well, we make a good coaching staff. The coaching staff takes care of the girls. The girls play.
Yeah.
And then they represent themselves pretty well this year.
Coach, I'm glad you said coaching staff. You asked me before we started, what questions. I don't know. It's all organic.
Right.
I always ask, how do you pick your coaching staff? Like, what is it that draws the coaches to you? What's the perfect fit to make a good coaching staff?
Well, I'll answer that question because the coaching staff was kind of already in place whenever I came into it at the end of the year last year. We have Joey Williams, who takes care of the field. Kel Crouch, another guy their kids are on the team. Two of them are right here with us. Those guys were already in there. They know about softball. I jumped in. I wanted just to ride their coattails because I know how good they were. And then we brought in a coach that had them in the 6th grade, I think, ladies. And she was the one that really got us here. Jordan Surratt is her name.
Okay.
Yep. So
you went a long way in the season.
Yeah, went a long way.
All the way to the state.
Yeah. First time.
Yeah. First time?
First time for Wartburg, yeah, for sure.
Wow. So how'd that end up for you?
We won 2 games.
Okay.
First 2 games, it was the first game we won, 3-1? 3-1. Played the defending champions, Gordonsville. They put it to us 10-0. And then we had to play Waynes County again, and they had a delay. Luckily, we had a rain delay.
Yeah.
They were up 1-0. We came back the next day, and we ended up winning. Bottom of the 7th, 4-3.
Nice.
And then had to play Gordonsville again.
Yeah. the returning champ.
The returning champs.
Right.
They won it again. We lost that game 13-0, and we just enjoyed the day.
Hey, when I lose to the champions, I'm okay with that.
Absolutely.
I'm okay with that.
I wish we had gotten to the other side of the bracket because I guess in softball you only stay on one area. There's another 4 teams on the other side. We never got to see them. That's where Oliver Springs was playing at. And I think if we got over there on that side, I think we had made it to the championship game.
Right.
But you ran into a bulldozer by Gordonsville.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been into many tournaments just like that. Yeah. Josh Jones, who came on my show a while back, he runs the Ballin Rocky Top, which is the biggest youth football program. And I used to gripe all the time, like, put me on the other side of that bracket. At least give me a chance to make it to the ship, right?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Softball, I thought TWSAA was going to put maybe Eagleville on the other side and Gordonsville on the side. Eagleville didn't make it, so they stuck Joe Burns and Gordonsville on the other side. I wish we had been on the other side, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, congratulations on your success. First time going to the state, period.
Yeah.
And on record that anybody can account for. It's never happened.
Never happened. It's going to be I told the girls it's going to be in the record books forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
All they got to do is look up Wartburg Central softball. They're going to see 2 games they won. And it's going to be good. We're going to be there next year, I think, too.
Well, I know you have one committed player, and we'll have her on soon.
Oh, yeah.
But how many seniors did you have on this team?
We had 4 seniors. We had one come in from Idaho who had played on some state tournament teams before she got here. We have Megan. We call her Toot. She's a senior. And then Jade Brooks, who's going to be on in a few minutes. And then Kylie Francis, who's our left fielder.
Wow.
Jade Brooks is our senior catcher, who really made a difference on the field.
No doubt. So 4 seniors only, though. So you have a young team.
We had girls? 9 juniors.
Wow.
Something like that. Yeah. So
So what you're telling me is you're going back next year.
Oh, we're gonna book our hotel already.
Yeah.
so we won't be on the outskirts of Murfreesboro.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So that's great, Coach. Congratulations, man. How did you get involved in coaching, and where does your passion come from?
Just playing sports all my life. I didn't go to college right out of high school. I started working full time, and then I had a car accident that led me back to school. I started Rome State back in 2006. I had already been out of school since '99, and went to school for a little while. Found my major was going to be in physical education. Graduated in 2011 from Tennessee Tech, and then started coaching with Travis Nelson at Oakdale high school basketball. And then went to middle school basketball in Wartburg, and then was able to get to the high school and do some assisting. And then, again, I wasn't planning on doing any softball, but it fell into my lap, and I wasn't going to turn down the opportunity to coach these great athletes.
Absolutely, and I wouldn't have either. And it's amazing how things turn. You know, you have your plans in high school, right? And then you want to go to college and probably play some collegiate ball.
I tried out at some places that didn't make the team. Back in the in '99, early 2000s, it was a different game.
Yeah.
Bigger athletes, stronger athletes. As you see, I'm not the biggest or the strongest, but I tried it, didn't happen, so went to the workforce and went from there.
Yeah, and look at you now.
Yeah, look at me now.
Look at you now. So not only is your team and Wartburg going to go down the history, you will too, Coach. And you was able to stay in sports.
Absolutely.
In sports.
Yeah, we connected that way, and I'm happy as heck to be part of this program.
Well, I'm happy as heck that you joined me, and he brought me a little gift.
If I see you around town,
I got to pull it down and got my hair's hanging
down. It looks
down.
good on you.
I like it. I'm gonna wear it. I will wear it. I love hats. So anybody comes on the show, I love hats.
We just set a standard.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You heard that. I like it. So thank you again. Now, Coach, over on the bench, we have some wonderful young ladies. Tell me who they are.
Kaylee Crouch is on the left. Her dad is Kel Crouch. He's the assistant. She's a shortstop. You're not going to find anybody that works harder than her. She's going to stay. She's nose of the dirt. She's going to get whatever comes her way. Middle is Madison Starkey. She hit in the winning run for us to go up against Wayne County. I think she did it twice up there, didn't you, Starkey? And then
go Starkey.
Yeah, Starkey. That's the girl.
Go
hey,
Starkey.
It was exciting, wasn't it, Stark? Oh, yeah. And then on the end is Edie Ann Williams. Her dad, Joey, and Edie Ann's our center fielder, right fielder, second baseman if need be.
So all three of these girls are rising seniors.
Absolutely.
So Edie Ann, you have the mic first. I know you've heard of TMZ, right? Like TMZ, like they
TV show, they get a video camera on you and you're paparazzi.
Okay, yeah.
So TMZ called me and said they had a story on you, and I wanted to know if there's any truth to it because they can't sell the story like I can.
Okay.
Is it true that you have a good friend over there at Cofield?
A good.
Oh, he did some research.
Sure.
All right. Well, I did it. I did my research. No, actually, I've been blessed to have this show. So what it leads is people give me insight on things, right?
Oh, okay.
And I heard the good friend that you have over at Cofield. He's one of my best buds.
Oh, really?
And I love him. I've been able to coach him. He's a superior athlete. But I heard that you was also a superior athlete. Do you play any other sports besides softball?
Yeah, I play basketball and volleyball outside of softball.
Wow. What's your favorite sport?
Well, right now it's probably softball, but next up is probably basketball.
Yeah. So, do you have any plans to play any collegiate ball?
I didn't really have any plans on it. If the opportunity falls into my hands, obviously I would take it. But as of right now, I don't really have any plans on playing any collegiate ball.
So, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to college, first of all?
Yeah.
What do you want to do at college?
I still don't know yet, so we'll just have to see what I'm thinking coming into senior year, figure it out then.
Well, going into your senior year, what is something that you're going to do to help your team get back to that state championship?
Well, obviously putting in work off season. My dad really helps me out, just getting on our own time and practicing off the tee. He's hitting me fly balls whenever we get the chance. So just putting in the work in the off season, trying to contribute to my team.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the show, and good luck with that guy over there at Cofield. Okay. All right. Who do we have right there beside you? Is that Starkey?
It is.
Go Starkey. Go Starkey. How you doing, young lady?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. I asked several people on this show. Tell me something slick so I can slide. That's a good baseball question right there, right?
The girls, they weren't sure what they were going to be asked tonight.
Oh,
And I feel like they're a little stunned by what's going on.
Well, I tell you what, I like to have fun here and engage the young student athletes and just give you an opportunity that you can get your opportunity to tell who you are, you know, and your love for the game. So tell me, where's your passion for softball come from?
Well, I started playing when I was probably 6. I played on a lot of travel teams. I went to lessons a lot. I really fell in love with the sport. My mom played, so she kind of helped me into that.
Nice. So going into your senior year, what are your plans to help your team get back to the state championship?
Work hard, practice. Off season's a really important thing for that. And just come ready to play.
Absolutely. And you told me that you played on travel teams. You've been playing ball a lot. You know, you said your mother helped you as well. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I've had coaches be a strong impact on my life, right? Who has been the most impactful coach for you, Little League all the way up to today?
I'm going to do the Blake.
Probably Jordan. She's helped me a lot. I'm really close with her. She's pushed me to be the player I am today.
Yeah. Now, who is Jordan?
She is our assistant coach.
Okay, and so she's been with you a little while.
Oh yeah, she all through middle school,
Nice.
high school.
Nice. Well, congratulations on your trip to the state championship.
Thank you.
I'll be watching out for you. Who do we have right beside you?
I'm Kaylee Crouch.
Kaylee Crouch is in the house. How you doing, young lady?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for joining Exigent Sports. Now, you're a rising senior as well.
Yes.
Do you play any other sports besides softball?
I play volleyball.
Volleyball. So if you had to choose, which one would you pick? If you could do one?
Softball's my passion.
Oh yeah. Would you like to play collegiate ball?
I mean, right now I'm kind of pursuing, so it's in my future, but I'm still looking for options.
So what do you mean when you say kind of pursuing?
Well, I mean,
If the opportunity arises, I don't think she's going to turn it down.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So are you going to any camps?
Not yet, but I plan to this summer.
Okay, yeah, hit those camps. And I tell a lot of athletes to sit right where you are. When you go to those camps, don't just go to the camps and do the best that you can. Make sure that you're making relationships with those coaches. Tell them who you are, be vocal about why you're there and what you want to do, and that's going to help you push on, okay? Because making those relationships is everything, okay?
Yeah.
So make those relationships and do the best that you can, but be vocal when you go to those camps, okay? And are you a schoolgirl or you just kind of get by? What's your grades like?
Well, I definitely try my best in the classroom, and I'd like to go somewhere for academics too.
Nice.
I think your GPA is a little over 4 right now, isn't it, Kaylee? Like a 4.06, something like that?
Yes.
Really? Wow. Well, girls, thank you so much again. Congratulations on your trip to state. I will be following you girls next year, and I hope to see you right here on set with me again next year. Before state,
Oh,
though,
yeah.
okay? We're going to do this before state. All right, guys, Wartburg's in the house, but this is not over. Coach.
Yes, sir.
What are some things that you can do and help to contribute to these girls be looked at by colleges?
Just get their names out, and that's why I was adamant about getting these girls over here. That way they can at least say who they are, what their aspirations are, and then just continue on our Facebook pages and Twitter pages to keep getting their names out there, pushing their names out, showing everything that they can do. That's the only way it's getting done now is social media. So
Absolutely.
I'll try to do everything I can for them.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you said that. Before I take a commercial break, girls, make sure that your social media is clean, all right? Coaches, that's going to be one of the biggest things the college coaches looking at is your social media. But, folks, Wartburg is not over. It is a bulldog takeover today. I got my hat, but we have to pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
If anyone knows the joy of rescuing animals, it's me. Just ask my rescues, who are all very important members of my family. Your life can also be forever changed by adopting a shelter pet. And it's not just about the happiness your pet gets from finding a loving home, but that which you'll get from bringing them into your life. The heroes at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years. You can learn more at americanhumane.org.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
It is wild in here, guys. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It is wild. As I told you, we'll keep it star-studded. It is a Wartburg Central Bulldog takeover. The softball girls have made it to the state championship. We just met some of the young ladies. We met Coach. Now we have a couple more. I have my Bolo Player of the Week, Braylon Melton, right here on set with me. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am blessed. Now, what grade are you in?
I'm gonna be a junior this year, so I'm a sophomore this year.
Sophomore. Is school already over in Wartburg?
Yeah.
It's already over. So you're a rising junior.
Yes, sir.
So you got a couple more years to bring all this in.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. You are Bolo Player of the Week. Bolo means be on the lookout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you have everybody right here watching you. They know your name, so they're going to be on the lookout for what you're going to do for these next couple of years. How excited are you coming in for the next year?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited to work with these group of girls. I'm excited to be a leader. Very excited for next season.
What's it like playing for Coach Rhines?
It's very fun.
Yeah.
I like playing for Coach Kyle. That's what I call him.
Okay.
It's very fun. Always, always entertaining.
Yeah.
Always party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So he keeps an upbeat environment.
Yeah.
I think that may attest to how far you girls went this year, right? So it seems like you girls have a great camaraderie. It seems like you've gelled pretty well. It's a good friendship. Everybody, I hear partying in the background. It's awesome, so I love it. What are you planning on doing in the off season?
In the off season, I play for a travel team, Tennessee Mojo McDaniel. We have a bunch of tournaments. I play not this weekend but next. So I'm gonna try and work off season in lessons, in tournaments, get in camps, try and get coaches watching for me or other teammates.
Right, and that's why you're a Bolo Player of the Week. Mojo McDaniel, that's a big, that's big. That's saying that you're somebody, right?
Yeah.
You are somebody, right? How did you get involved with that?
My old travel team just decided they didn't want to. We weren't working together as well anymore, so we just kind of split. But like some of my old teammates are still playing with me. It's great to still have them there. I miss all my old teammates. I love all my old teammates. They hold a special place in my heart.
And who's been the most impactful coach for you?
Well, I have about 3.
Okay.
So my current coach, Kelly McDaniel, and Marty McDaniel, the new Roden State coach, they've helped me expand into everything. They've helped me with Twitter, helped me with just everything. And then my other coach is Joe Presley. He just helped me become a willing
softball player. He really developed me into the game.
Nice, nice. So do you play any other sports?
I do. I play basketball.
Do you? What
Yeah.
position?
Point guard, shooting guard.
Nice. So I love basketball. It was my favorite sport growing up, but I was probably way better in football.
Yeah.
Which sport would you choose if you had to pick one?
Softball, easily.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Nice. So do you have any plans of playing at the collegiate level?
I do. I would love to play at the collegiate level.
What are you going to do to take those steps to get there?
I'm going to try and work hard in off season, try and get colleges looking at me. This summer is going to be a big summer, so I need to really get the coaches looking out for me.
Absolutely. I love it. So what is your GPA?
My GPA is a 4.0.
Yes. All you girls are just smart. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Dadgummit. I love it. Say it louder in the back. It is a party here. Wartburg Central's taking over. The Bulldogs are in the house, and that is right. And it's great that you keep your grades up because that's going to separate you from the other athletes all over the world, right? Don't work harder than everybody in Wartburg. Don't work harder than everybody in the state. Be the best worker in the states.
Yeah.
All the states, all right? And find your way.
I will.
All right?
All right.
I'm counting on you. Who's that we got over there on the bench? Jade Brooks, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. You are our committed player of the week. Jade, how long have you been playing ball?
Gosh, I've been playing ball 12, 13 years.
Yeah. So who's the leader of the team?
I try to be the leader of the team.
You look like a natural-born leader. You keep everybody in check.
I try. I do. It's a lot to handle.
So I can tell it's a party in here. So where's your passion come from?
Really, honestly, my passion just came from me growing up. Nobody in my family really played sports other than baseball from my older cousin. So I actually started out with football as a little kid,
Yeah.
and then it developed into a love for softball.
Wow. So who'd you play football for?
Actually, they were one of my softball coaches too. It was Billy Walker and Derek Darty.
Is that in Wartburg?
Yeah.
Wow. So how long did you play football?
I only played football for about 2.5 years. It wasn't long.
So when I've coached football for many years, and the girls that I've had a chance to coach have been the best athletes on the team, and they used to beat up on the boys, and I loved it. All the way to I got to middle school. I remember specifically playing Wartburg Middle School, and the coaches came up to me and asked me, is that girl really that good, or are you guys really that bad? So, right? And she was really that good. So where did you compare with the boys?
Oh, I was better than them.
Oh, yeah.
I was way better than them.
Oh, yeah. And I believe it. I don't even think you're being boastful. I truly believe that, right?
Yeah, a lot of them I grew up with too. I don't know, you have the little ones like Blake Hargis. He's my little buddy, but I was better than him too.
Well, that is awesome. So you're a committed player of the week. You're on your way to Rome State. Tell me, what is your, look at that. Clap it up, girls. Clap it up. Congratulations. That is awesome. So tell me, what is your major? What are you going to major in when you go to school?
For Rome State, I plan on majoring in biology to try to at least get my associate's degree there. And then after that, I'm going to move to a further school and try to be a vet.
Oh, nice. So and when you say move on to a further school to be a vet, now I heard Murray State, they have an amazing veterinary program. So look into that, and they have a softball program too. Do you want to continue being a softball player as you further your education?
I've thought about it, but after looking into all the information about the vet clinics, it's going to be really hard to try to handle both of those. So I think after my 2 years of Rome State, I think I might just focus on my academics.
Absolutely, and there's nothing wrong with that. Do you see yourself rolling back and maybe one day potentially being a coach?
I do. My little sister, she really puts that in me, if that makes any sense. She makes me want to help the smaller kids.
Yeah, absolutely. I get it. My little cousin is the only reason why I started coaching. I had no idea I could do it, and then one day people was looking at me and calling me coach. So, and that was in 2006 when that all got started, and here we are now. So, and I'm not on the field or basketball court coaching anymore. This is how I coach. So this is my opportunity to coach young men and women across the East Tennessee area. So let me ask you, who's been your favorite coach all the way up to now?
Just like Braylon, I have a couple.
Okay.
If it wasn't for Billy Walker and Derek Daugherty, I wouldn't have had the swing that I have today. I've said it since I was young. They have gave me my swing. And then moving up for like travel ball, I would have to say I have two from travel ball.
Okay.
I have Jason Burrows for Team
Okay.
Tennessee, who's big impact. And then my now coach, Cortland Stiles for Heat. He's incredible.
Nice. That's awesome. So I've learned a lot about you as my committed player. I think I've learned more about you than I have anybody on the show. You play football, growing up, your passion, where it comes from. You think about, you already know what your career is. Think about maybe coming back because your sister. If there was something someone didn't know about you, just as a person, what is something that someone may not know about you?
Like, are we talking like a personality trait or just something random?
So something random, and I guess I can give you an example. I had one of my kids that I've coached for many, many years on, and I was like, what is something somebody might not know about you? He was like, I cook a mean quesadilla. So what's something random that someone may not know about you?
I have a pet potbelly pig. Her name's Peppa.
I love it. And how long have you had the potbelly pig?
Oh gosh, she's huge. I've had her for like 4 years.
Yeah.
She's big.
Wow. That's amazing. I really appreciate that. So you're on your way to college. What was your GPA in high school to make it on to be a committed player at Roane State?
It was good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah, it was good enough.
Oh, that'll work. I'm so proud of you, Jade, and your trip to the state. It looks like that you're a leader, and I can just look at you and tell that you have a leadership quality. You keep that about you. Make sure you do good enough at Roane State to continue to further your career and do what you want to do. Thank you for joining the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
That was Jade Brooks, guys, our committed player of the week right here, our Bolo player of the week, Braylon Melton. Wartburg takeover. I'm going to leave this hat on for the remainder of the show, but I do have to take a small break. We'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
SL Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood.
We should never lose sight of our health. To keep moving forward, let's not forget everything we've learned. Limit the salty food options. Make your own daily exercise routine. And always receive regular checkups. More than anything, we have learned how important these small steps can make a big difference. So we can all continue to move forward together.
If anyone knows the joy of rescuing animals, it's me. Just ask my rescues, who are all very important members of my family. Your life can also be forever changed by adopting a shelter pet. And it's not just about the happiness your pet gets from finding a loving home, but that which you'll get from bringing them into your life. The heroes at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years. You can learn more at americanhumane.org.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. And you know what else really sucks? Getting screened for cancer. But you've got to do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer. For more information, visit getscreenedforcancer.org.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And thank you to the Wartburg community. Congratulations to those girls out there. There are many, many, many other different teams and sports that made it to the state championship. Salute to East Tennessee, doing great things. But that was one of the funnest atmospheres that I've had since I've been here. So thank you, Coach Rhines, and all you young ladies for coming in. Right here, right now, I have a special guest that's finna come on, and his name is Brad Redmond. Brad Redmond played football back in the day, right? I think we're getting a little bit older, but he was a great, great athlete. But better than that, he was a great man, and he was like a hero to me. I love to watch him play. He was probably one of the best linebackers that I've seen play the game of football. I have him on the line. Let's pull him in. Hey, Brad, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed, man. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me here on Exigent Sports. You're my hero, man. So this is special for me.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, and thanks for having me on.
No doubt. So, Brad, and I try to keep this short. I know you. This isn't something that you would typically do, and I appreciate you giving me this opportunity. Brad, when did you start playing football?
Started playing when I was 6.
6 years old. Now, did you always play for Oak Ridge?
Yeah, I always played for Oak Ridge. I started off playing at the boys' club. I want to say initially we were in the county league, and then we played in the Knoxville league. But I always played for Oak Ridge.
Nice. So, was you always a linebacker, like in Little League and middle school?
Let me see. I would say starting off, I played defensive end. Like both me, I was on one side, Mike Gibson was on the other side. So played defensive end. I want to say by the time I got to junior high, played strong safety and linebacker. It just kind of depended on what scheme we were playing that week. But yeah, that's when I started playing linebacker. Yeah,
nice. So where'd your passion from the game come from?
I would say probably from my older brothers. Mainly my brother Jamie, he played football. So, just watching him play. And, of course, he's 9 years older than me. So, now we're both adults. And, I look at him as a peer. But, when you're 9 and he's, 18, that's your hero. So, both my older brothers, I looked up to them and, just pretty much followed their lead when it came to sports.
Yeah, nice, man. So, in high school, you played middle linebacker. Was it middle linebacker or outside linebacker?
Outside linebacker.
Outside linebacker. So I tell everybody, like, when Brad played, like, if he didn't get the tackle, his footsteps was 2-3 steps away, if not right there. You was just, I don't know, man. You had an eye for the ball. It was like you knew what the offense was going to do, and you made yourself present every single play, no matter if you got the tackle or not. Was that instinct, or was it something you worked on outside of football? Where did it come from?
I think part of it was instinct, but also, again, watching my older brother play, watching. So, my dad coached me when I was younger, and a lot of people don't know, but I played quarterback on offense. Like coming up, all the way up to Jefferson. So, I had a very good understanding of offense, different offensive schemes. So that helped me kind of read things well. And then, one thing my brother taught me was before the snap, you can kind of look at different players, look at their stance, look at, their eyes, and you can, in some cases, get an idea of what they're about to do. For example, like if a running back is on his toes, leaning forward, he's probably running play if he's on his heels, or looking some way to pass play. Things like that you can look at before the play and sometimes anticipate what's about to happen. And then, honestly, man, Coach Lucer, who was my position coach in high school,
Yes.
he was a mastermind. Like, as far as his game prep, breaking down film, teaching you to read, like, he put you where you needed to be. You just need to follow his game plan, and you're going to be successful.
No doubt, and I love Coach Lucer too, man. He was one of my favorite coaches at Oak Ridge High School for sure, man. And I was excited when he got the chance to be the head coach. I was wishing big things for Coach Lucer, so I figured that's awesome. Now, did one of your brothers play on the 1991 state championship team?
No, so my brother Scotty, he was in high school during that time, but he played basketball. But yeah, so he didn't play football, but he was a standout basketball player.
Yeah, no doubt. And Scotty, I ain't seen Scotty in many years. I think he moved to L.A. last I heard from Scotty.
Yeah, he's out in the L.A. area. Yeah.
Nice. So, did you have a chance to play collegiate ball coming out of high school?
Yeah, I played at Furman University in the Southern Conference.
What did you do to prepare yourself coming out of high school to get ready to play collegiate ball?
Let me see. Really, man, like in high school the whole time, top of mind for me was the academics. Because, in some areas, like I knew some standout players that came before me that didn't have as many options because either, they had a low GPA or couldn't pass the ACT. So that was always top of mind for me to make sure my grades were in a position where I did have those options. And, sophomore year that spring, I went ahead and knocked out the ACT, so that was one less thing to worry about. After that, I could focus on playing ball. And then, if I'm being honest, man, for me, I had almost like a business mind state about playing football because I can honestly say I think both my older brothers played for the love of the game. I'm not saying I didn't like playing ball, but my focus was getting athletic scholarship. So that's the approach I took to it. So as far as like my work ethic, again, I have my older brothers, so I just followed their lead as far as, like working hard off of the field so you can perform well on the field. But yeah, that was I just had a business mindset about it, man. As far as just making sure I did everything I needed to do to be successful on the field so I could be prepared to go to college and be successful.
Man, that's probably one of the greatest things I've heard somebody on their preparation to get to the collegiate level. Thank you for telling me that. Now, today's age is absolutely different. What is something that you would tell, your student athlete today to do to prepare themselves to get ready for the collegiate level?
For a player today, well, number one, what you put in front of the athlete is the most important part, student athlete. So, of course, do everything you need to do to physically prepare yourself to play at the next level and be successful as a, collegiate athlete. But also realize, like I'm 45 right now. I haven't played ball in over 20 years, so no matter if you go to the league or whatever, your window playing ball is going to be short in the grand scheme of your life. So going into college, just realize that, number one, you're going to have to get an education. Mm-hmm. So, of course, you want to go somewhere that's a good school, a good football team, basketball, whatever your sport is. But also look at, is it a good school? What do you want to major in? Is that major accredited? Like, look at things like that because you need to be thinking about post-playing ball because most of your life you're not going to be playing ball. So I guess what I'm saying in grand scheme of things, like position yourself to excel in life, past playing sports because playing sports is a short window. So, of course, do everything you need to do to be successful on the field, but be thinking about after you play ball and prep for that.
Man, that's perfect, man. Thank you so much for that insight. I really appreciate that, Brad. And that's the perfect thing. So you parents at home, I do this for you. I do it for your student athletes, somebody who's been there, done that. I try to bring them on every week. And that's probably the most valuable information that, we've been able to collect. I think only one more person has said that, and that's Jay Graham, former NFL player, former Vol. But it's you have a short window, right? Enjoy it right now. Have a business mind to it, let it take you as far as you can go, but you have to prepare yourself for what you're going to do after it's all said and done. So, Brad, thank you so much for joining the show. I had my cousin, first of all, when I posted this on Facebook and was like, hey, Brad's coming on the show, I'm excited, blase, blase, and so many people around the community just chimed in like, wow, I haven't seen that guy, blase, blase, but my cousin, Azure told me to tell you hello.
Yeah, man, it's been so long. Yeah, tell Al I said hello, man. Have a good people.
Absolutely. Brad, again, thank you again for joining the Exigent Sports. It was a pleasure, man. I have some daggone pro wrestlers over on the bench waiting for me to get with those guys. So at this moment, I'm gonna disconnect with you. Blessings to you and your family, and I'll be in contact. And right now, I'm gonna take it over to the bench. Thank you so much, Brad.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. There they are. Hello. Now, I got my Wartburg hat on. You're not going to come tackle me, are you?
No, that's all right. That run they had, I guess you can wear their hat for a little bit because that's a heck of a run they had.
How you doing, guys?
We're doing good. How are you?
I'm blessed. So we have Zach and Dylan. There you go. There we go. And did both of you play football growing up?
Yeah, we played, both from kindergarten up. Of course, I was lucky enough to get offered from UT. Of course, that didn't shake out how we thought it would, but I started 5 years in high school, 60 games, and he was a 4-year starter as well at offensive line, defensive tackle. So we got a little bit of experience in this ball stuff too.
Absolutely, man. So what brought you guys over to wrestling?
Well, I can blame my dad for that one.
Okay.
Dad was a fan, and he's a big Ric Flair fan.
Okay.
And he had a DVD in. It was 1992 Royal Rumble, and I come in, just sat on the couch, and I saw the Big Boss Man, and I saw Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker, and I was in awe. And it didn't take me long. I have an obsessive personality, so once I saw it, I had to know everything about it. And then, as he says, little brother follows big brother. So once I picked it up, he dove 2 feet in with me. He was 4 years old learning all the tricks and trades of wrestling. So he got into it quicker than I did.
That's pretty cool. You said Ric Flair. That's one of my chants in football. I tell my guys, 2 claps in the Ric Flair. Woo! So that's one of the biggest things that we do in football. It gets them all pumped up. That's pretty cool. Did you play any other sports besides football growing up?
See, he had a little bit longer of a lifespan in basketball than I did.
Okay.
6'5" goes a little longer than 6 foot does, if we're going to be honest with each other. But I played basketball and baseball all the way up to about started middle school. He played basketball till the 8th grade.
Yeah.
And football was always the thing. I mean, it's the thing around Cofield. So it was what we got into the most growing up.
Football's life in Cofield. Football's life, and I love Cofield, and I follow. I have a lot of players that I know out there. I had a few of them that I have a chance to coach and coach against, and it's always a battle when you're talking about Cofield now. You guys grew up in the Ted McKinney era. Any of you get coached by that guy?
That's his question.
That I was born and raised in the Ted McKinney era. Ted was my coach from the beginning all the way. He had hands in it all the way to the end.
Yeah.
I love Ted.
Yeah. Did you get to play with Parker any?
I got 1 year in middle school and 2 years in high school with Parker.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah, I will put Sweet Cheeks over real quick. I call him Sweet Cheeks. As a freshman, he came in and was my senior year, and that was the year we finally run it to the state championship game. So
nice.
I still believe we're the only team in the history of Morgan County to get that far.
Nice.
So everybody around home knew pretty quick how good Sweet Cheeks was.
Well, I tell you what, Zach, I heard a lot about you growing up playing football, man. The story was a lot about you and what you did for your community there too, man. And, as Brad just said, you have plans and ambitions to kind of do things, and he had a business mind, and it didn't work out for you over there at the football, which we all think you should be in the NFL or have made it, right? But wrestling, you've picked that up. It is a professional sport. How far do you plan on taking this?
Well, the wild thing is, you dream of the NFL, right? Everybody, that's the shot, that's the goal. And like you said, go as far as it takes. You have a business mindset. But as far as dreams go, when I finished college, if I had redshirted, he would have graduated high school. The plan was still to get trained to wrestle.
Okay.
Football was the business.
Gotcha.
Because being 6'5" and 320 pounds, it's a good business to get into.
That's right.
But wrestling was the passion. Wrestling was the dream. And I say whether I'd sign an NFL contract or not, we's getting trained to wrestle. I mean, we've been wrestling on the trampoline from the time he was 4.
Wow.
I was throwing him on his head. I don't know how he's still alive.
Wow.
But it's always been the passion. It's always been what we wanted to do. So, I mean, we had some bad breaks toward the end of my senior year, and I didn't wind up staying up there. But the good Lord puts you where you're supposed to be.
That's right.
A lot of times.
Amen,
and,
brother.
It allowed me to cultivate the relationship with my wife and get him through high school, and then it just so happened JPWA opened in Hardin Valley in 2019. We was able to slot in 2020 and chase that dream a lot closer to home. It was a lot more obtainable than we thought it was going to be originally.
Yeah. So you do, Dylan, do you plan on taking this further than where you are now with the NWA?
See, this is, like he said, this is something we've always wanted to do. This is the end dream for us, so I hope to take it as far as it'll take me. I want us to be able to make a living and continue to broadcast not only our name, but the JPWA name where we got trained, and the JCP name where we work now with NWA JCP, and our name and Cofield's name, as far as we can take it and make a living off this. Because, I mean, we sell shirts that say Cofield versus everybody because we're proud to represent that small town to a completely different audience than it would ever have been represented to before.
Absolutely.
I mean, nobody in the National Wrestling Alliance would have known what Cofield is until now, and it's a heck of a tie to make for our small town and our brotherhood to come through with this. So I really hope to take it as far as I can and make a living off this.
Man, that is awesome. Spanky told me to give you a hard time, by the way.
Spanky would tell you a lot of things, and I wouldn't believe any of them if his tongue was notarized. I tell you what, I love the boy, and I just admitted that on camera for probably the first time here for this show. You're welcome. That's your Papa rating. But I wouldn't believe anything he said.
I love it, man. Spanky's good. He's going to be good for those young men out there at the community. He's doing great things in basketball and football. So super proud of Spanky and what he's accomplishing. So, but I tell you what, he promotes, and it seems like he loves you too, man. He loves you too. So guys, I have to take a commercial break, but tell us a little bit what's going on June the 1st. Tell us what that's about, where is it at, and how to get tickets.
June the 1st is a big one. I mean, it's almost like the Pro Bowl of NWA wrestling, because Billy Corrigan, the owner of the NWA and the lead singer of the band Smashing Pumpkins, he has started the territory system back. And if you know anything about wrestling, it used to be based out of the territory system. You had your Portland territory, your Carolina, your Texas, Florida, et cetera, et cetera. And he has implemented that system back. You know, of course, WWE kind of globalized and monopolized wrestling. Billy Corgan's brought the territory system back, and now we've got, I know, 2 in the state of Tennessee, 2 territories. Our home promotion, NWA JCP, and then Crossfire Wrestling. There's also a territory in Chicago, Exodus Pro. There's all kinds of great territories. And all the stars of the NWA, along with all the stars of those specific territories, are descending on Carnes High School on June the 1st. So you're basically getting a Pro Bowl, the best each territory and the best the NWA has to offer, and all these styles are going to clash.
Wow.
Yeah, and at that show, I mean, we are bringing our NWA JCP tag team titles, and we're looking to represent our territory as best we can. And there's going to be so many great talents come in and put on what's going to be a heck of a show there in Carnes High School, and it's going to be a great thing for, I know the football team's heavily involved with it. It's going to be a great thing for their athletes and great thing for that community, but it's going to be a heck of a show, and it's at nationalwrestlingalliance.com/NWA live events. You can get your tickets, come out and see us, come out and see some of the great stars of the NWA and of the territory system. It's going to be a heck of a night.
You can also buy your tickets at the door.
That is also a thing, yes.
So if you want to just walk up and come in and watch, you can do that as well. And if you are watching this and you're within the sound of our voice, we would very much appreciate your support. It is going to be one heck of a show. Stew Crew merchandise. Yes.
Stew Crew, I like that. And Wartburg brought me a hat.
Well, we were just talking about that sitting over there. When they did that, we were like, hey, we have the merchandise box with us. I was wondering what size shirt he wore, so you can maybe hang that back there. You can wear that at your next episode.
Yes, sir, and I definitely will. So, guys, you heard it now. You don't have to go online. You can show up at Corns. Is that high school, right?
Yes, sir.
Corns High School, and actually purchase a ticket there. Go out there and support. Hey, one heartbeat goes on in everything, right? One heartbeat goes on in everything, and they're doing a great thing. They're representing Cofield. Shout out to Ted McKinney, Parker McKinney, the whole Cofield Nation. We love you guys. But June the 1st, what time does that start up?
7 o'clock, I believe.
7 o'clock.
Bell time's 7. The doors open at 6.
Doors open at 6 o'clock, Corns High School. Get there, get your tickets, go support. It's going to be, like he said, the Pro Bowl of the territories, and it is back. It is great, and it is back. So, guys, thank you so much for taking the time for joining Exigent Sports. It's been a pleasure to have you guys on. I'm going to continue to follow you, and I wish nothing but the best success for you, and make sure that you make these business ventures to make as much money as you can to be able to support yourself and your family in the futures to come. You know, good luck to you guys.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you having us.
Absolutely. Thank you. And before I take this commercial break, y'all heard them. They said they had me some merch, so I might give me some merch, all right? But I do have to pay some bills, but I will be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
If anyone knows the joy of rescuing animals, it's me. Just ask my rescues, who are all very important members of my family. Your life can also be forever changed by adopting a shelter pet. And it's not just about the happiness your pet gets from finding a loving home, but that which you'll get from bringing them into your life. The heroes at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years. You can learn more at AmericanHumane.org.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
We should never lose sight of our health. To keep moving forward, let's not forget everything we've learned. Limit the salty food options. Make your own daily exercise routine. And always receive regular checkups. More than anything, we have learned how important these small steps can make a big difference, so we can all continue to move forward together.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Stu Crew and Wartburg. How about that? Cofield, Wartburg. It's like Nike and Reebok. I think you're supposed to do that. But they was on the show with Exigent Sports today, so we're going to mix it all up. And thank you for all the guests. Wartburg, great job, great crew today. Way to party out in here today. It was amazing. I appreciate it. The Stu Crew. Those guys are going to have a ball over there at Corns. Make sure you show up. And then it was an honor to have, you know, a guy that's like a hero to me, someone that I looked up to as a football player, but bigger than that, as a person. And some of the things that he told me today, I had no idea, but I can see that in him. You know, he was serious about his craft, and he used it as a business to get to where he needed to go. And I guess that's why, you know, he's like a hero to me, you know, him and my brother. Or who I consider heroes. So shout out to you, Brad Redmond, and what you've done, and thank you for joining the show. I really appreciate that. But right now it's my time. And my time is the favorite part of the show. And my favorite part of the show is the word of the day. The word of the day is debacle. Debacle is usually used synonymously with fiasco to mean a complete failure. It can also refer to a great disaster. And I like to use it in this sentence. After the debacle at Clinton High School, the parents of student athletes are concerned if the colleges will return for recruiting. Debacle. The word of the day is debacle. And it's definitely been a debacle, but I have faith in those guys that are in charge right now that they're going to change things up over there. Shout out to my good friend and buddy Robbie Harrell, old friend and class mate, Jason Hammock, Don Colquitt, and all the staff. I know you guys are going to put it together, and you're going to make a way to make that program as great as it's supposed to be, even without one of my good buddies, Coach Keith, not being there. Shout out to Coach Keith, man. I hate what you're going through, but I hate it not only for Coach Keith, I hate it for the community of Clinton. I hate it for the students. I hate it for the parents. I seen somebody on Facebook post the other day, and she's probably graduated over 10, 11, 15 years ago, said, I wonder if my diploma is still valid, right? And it was a joke, right? But I'm going to have to check on my diploma to see if it's valid. I hate that they are going through that because they're not deserving of that, because we've talked about on this show, even goes back to Graham's Gridiron Guidance on culture. And the culture that they've built over there over the past, few years, 4 years, has been amazing, second to none. We're talking about basketball, girls basketball. We're talking about softball. Now they even have their own softball field over there at Clinton right now. We're talking about baseball, doing great things. Great coach who's also the assistant AD over there and who loves working out and get those boys right. And of course, the football team. But we can't forget to not to even mention wrestling. Damian Lavelle, he went and daggone won a state championship in wrestling. So a lot of great things going over in Clinton. And all I can hope is that debacle will soon dissolve. It will soon go away. And the debacle and all the crazy talk and the negativity that is surrounded around that city right now will just absolutely disappear. So the word of the day is debacle. But my encouragement to all of you, especially the football players right now, stay locked in. Work harder than you ever worked before. Don't stop doing what you're doing, and do it for Coach Keith. This whole season should be based off of Coach Keith. Do it for Keith. Do it for Keith. Stand up for something that you believe in and work harder than you ever worked before. That's what he would want from you guys, right? He's going to want you guys to continue what he started. And that's a great culture, and like I said, they're in great hands. Robbie Harrell, who else better to be the daggone principal? So shout out to you, Robbie. I'm proud and happy for you. Jason Hammock, he is an interim coach right now, and I bet you everything in the world that's not something that he really wanted to do. He had other things to do, but because of the community that he loves, because of those kids, and they can keep the same system going on with Don Colquitt and everything else is going on, he stepped up to make sure. So I hope nobody leaves, hope everybody stays around, and I hope you guys make everybody look like dummies at the end of the day, because I know the potential that you guys have, and I think you guys can make a difference right now this upcoming year. So good luck to you guys. All you athletes out there, summertime. It's summertime. Make sure you get to those camps. Whatever sport that you play, they have camps, get there. Make connections with those coaches. It is important if you want to go play ball at the collegiate level and you don't already have a foot in somewhere, that you have to get to those camps. Get to know those coaches. Meet those coaches. Figure out who's what, who's where, and lock in. Work on your craft. It's not what you do at the practice field, right? It's what you do outside of the practice field. So make sure that you're doing everything in your power to make yourself a better athlete, okay? Guys, sharing is caring. Go ahead and share this podcast right now, and thank you for joining me. Coach DJ Pendergrass. Until next Wednesday, have a blessed day.